and of course is Trave currently, which is and I was actually reflecting on it. I know the news of the Ekweremadu's arrest in the UK is making the round. People are making lots of comments and all of that. Opinions abound, here and there. But I'm looking at it from a different perspective, and I was trying to establish earlier, that our hearts, personally, my heart goes out to the child because we understand that. The daughter is actually, the one who has medical needs, for which Ekweremadu and his family made an arrangement with somebody to go and donate an organ in the UK. And, now how well, they did follow the procedures, we don't know. It is now left for the authorities of the UK government to determine, and all of that. Suffice to state that organ trafficking in the UK, is a very huge offense, and it carries a very strong penalty. Yeah, if Ike Ekweremadu and wife, if they are found guilty, of an offense as charged, they may actually, spend some long time in prison, and that is what it is. Okay, they may spend some long time in prison. Now, my heart goes out to them on one side. As a parent myself, I know that, there is really nothing, no mountain that parents will not climb for the well-being of their children and all of that. And so, to that extent, my heart goes out to them. And of course, to the child, I wish that child very quick recovery. I'm a bit confident, that now that child is in the custody of the UK government. I'm sure that the authorities of the United Kingdom will, do well to take care of that child, come what may. Now it's important to establish that, because here in the UK, there are a number of people who have had, organ transplant, ranging from kidney, to different things and all of that, and they are being managed. And there are people on a daily basis that have been diagnosed with one thing or the other, waiting for, for what's it called, be on the waiting list and all of that. So there are established processes in the UK, for organs to be donated and stuff like that. And so, when the authorities find that anything is happening, outside of the regulations and all of that, definitely what is happening to Ekweremadu right now would definitely happen and all of that. And that's exactly what we have seen online. Some letters written by the Ekweremadus to the British embassy, asking to grant visa to, the girl in question that is alleged to have been trafficked now by the UK authorities and all of that. But there's an angle I'm going to with this man, with my reflections on this matter. While my heart strongly stands with the Ekweremadu's daughter, who has this medical need, as it were, of course, we will ask for justice. You understand what I'm saying? Justice, from the UK government. That's the best that we can ask for. But however, that there is a bottom line to this that many people are not talking about. And what is that bottom line? I can tell you that Ike Ekweremadu's daughter is not the only person who has this medical need in Nigeria. Okay? But he's able to go about it the way he did because he's a serving senator and because he has made a lot of money from the system. Ekweremadu is an established politician. He's probably been around the corridors of power for the most of the last 20 years or more, if I'm not mistaken. He's a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And if my thinking is serving me right, Ike Ekweremadu is probably one of the longest serving senators we have today in Nigeria. He's been there. He's been part of this process. These are the people that Nigerians entrusted Nigeria in their hands, okay, to argue on behalf of the less privileged, on behalf of the rest of us, to make Nigeria right. I am very sure that if our own health infrastructure are in place today, everything is in order, okay? Yibo, thank you for the stars, man. 100 stars, God bless you. I appreciate that a lot. If everything is in order, everything is in place, Ike Ekweremadu will not be passing whatever doors to go to the UK right now, to and have these problems. And it's just been exposed now. And what you see is happening to Ekweremadu right now, okay, There are so many others that have passed through these same doors, okay, that things like this did not happen to. Many Nigerian, you know, politicians stealing from our collective patrimony. They have sent their families for different kinds of medical attention to India, to Dubai, to, you know, to Europe, Germany, and all of that. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? Now, they are able to do that. They have the resources to do that. They have the power that we gave to them. They have the influence to do that. How about the many millions of Nigerians that need the same care? They are not getting it in Nigeria. They cannot pay for it because government that these people, you know, are in charge of is not making provisions for our health needs. So there are so many young children like Ike Ekweremadu's daughter right now who have died as a result of the same issue Ike Ekweremadu's daughter is having right now. They died because they did not get the right care. They died because they could not afford the right care, whether in Nigeria or elsewhere. Meanwhile, I've got loads of friends and friends of friends who, for instance, have had kidney issues. Some of them have had very successful kidney transplants, having stayed on the queue for a while. You know, I have a couple of them right now. They are, you know, they are being managed. They've had a successful transplant. They are being managed. They are on some medication on a daily basis and to just keep them alive and stuff like that. Such care, we don't have it in Nigeria. We have people here, okay, they are on dialysis. You see them in the streets, you won't even know. And because they are here, you know, many of them have been assessed as, you know, like citizens of this country. They don't pay a dime for any of these things. Okay, the social security is just sorting everything out for them because the authorities of this land, of not just UK, of Europe, they have made their land so. You have so many Nigerians here in the UK, in America, in Europe, everywhere. They've come of age, they've lived abroad for many years. Many of them want to go home, go back home. But because of certain health needs, they are getting the intervention, the necessary intervention, the necessary care here. They know that when they go back home, they want to go get that care. They will not relocate home. So the missing point in this is that the real tragic situation in this is that Ike Ekweremadu and his colleagues have not done enough to strengthen and build our health infrastructure. They have not done enough. They have not helped to give attention to our health infrastructure. Some people may say, oh, they are senators, they are assembly members, I mean, they are National Assembly members, they couldn't do much. My brothers, they can do so much. Because as a senator or as senators, if you find out that you have a president who is failing, like the one we have right now, you should come together and impeach him. And let us have another president, you know, who will attend to the needs. And if the second one coming is not equally attending, it will be, that is why the laws are there. Impeach them. Impeach them until we find the right person to make sure that this system is okay. So, but if you are there, you are not impeaching them, you are all claiming all the benefits that, in fact, you don't even deserve at the expense of all of us. Because you are confident that when you are ill, when you are unwell, when your family is unwell, you can just, if not that this one has come to the light, who would know in Nigeria that Ike Ekweremadu's daughter is going for one medical intervention in the UK? Nobody would have known. All of this were done, it is what they do. It is what they do. Look at our own educational infrastructure is in shambles. The future of this country, of Nigeria right now, is very bleak. We have people right now who are working as doctors, working as teachers. People are retiring every year and all of that. You expect your school to be in session so that as people are graduating, they are filling up spaces. Now we have created so much vacuum. For years and years and years and years, we have had interruptions where children don't graduate when they're supposed to graduate. Even when they eventually graduate, many of them become half-baked. Because of the failures of the people like Ike Ekweremadu. because of the failure of people like Muhammadu Buhari, because of the failure of people like Ahmed Lawan, the Senate President, and all of that, Gbajabi Amiala, and all of them, because of their failure, because they believe that having stolen from us our patrimony, having taken so much from us with their influence, whatever is happening, they all have their children abroad schooling in the UK, in India, in just name them. Even in Korea, where you know that's at war today, we have so many leaders of Nigerian children there. Why are they there schooling? They are there schooling because education is stable in those places until this war with Russia started. Education is largely stable. No, these people refuse to fix our own infrastructure. They refuse to fix our academic system. What ASUU is asking for, that is putting ASUU on strike today, that millions of Nigerians, hundreds of thousands of Nigerian students are at home and not going to school. What they are asking for is not up to half of what the National Assembly, less than 500 members, are collecting. And yet they are collecting even more that are not even reported. So at the end of the day, while we have pity for that child who is sick, we don't have pity for Eke Ekweremadu at all as a human being. His life should be exposed because they have all failed this country, Nigeria. They have failed woefully. Every now and again, you hear Buhari is traveling for medical intervention. He's going for medical needs in the UK. It's every now and again. What happened to the Nigerian medical infrastructure? Why are these people not giving attention to this infrastructure? They are not, because they have a leeway. They have a leeway. If there were laws that says that if you are a political office holder, you must, you know, attend to yourself in Nigeria, you can never travel abroad on any medical vacation or whatever it is, they will look into this infrastructure. They will make it work for everybody. But because there's a window for them to fly out, in and out again and again, and yet when they die, they will be buried in Nigeria. That money they will start away, stealing from everything that's supposed to help this Nigerian state. They will come back, they will come and gallivant, oppress everybody. And yet, those things that we are seriously asking for. Atiku today is the highest importer of generator to Nigeria. You will expect such a man who is benefiting from such an arrangement to become president and provide light for you? Just forget it. Just forget it. The man has said publicly that of course he will make his friends rich. That is what this agenda is about. Atiku is not for your own interest. Atiku is one of those who destroyed the issue of landlords we used to enjoy in Nigeria before they came. These are the people who destroyed United, destroyed all such facilities, and sold all of these things to themselves. And today Nigerians are wallowing in penury, wallowing in nothing. Atiku, that is the man coming down to want to become president, and some people are canvassing for him. Look at Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We never even start. We never start. He had Lagos spellbound because he the one human being, because he they come, they enter Lagos, so the whole world should be at a standstill. Every now and again, he's running abroad for medical distance. Before the primaries, he was in the UK for nearly 3 months on medical distance. What happened to our medical infrastructure? Is it meant for ghosts, or is it just only for those of us who have become obedient today? These are the reasons why we are saying that, look, if you cannot identify with the rest of us, if you cannot go to our hospitals, you cannot go to our markets, you cannot go to, your children cannot go to our schools in Nigeria, you have no business being the president of Nigeria. You have no business at all being the president of Nigeria. And you have heard stories of Peter Obi, his own daughter, a professional. This is what I'm saying, that Papa even tell him anything. She chose to be in Nigeria as a teacher teaching. This girl is a high flyer. She can go to the UK and of course get a job. She can go to America, but she chose to be in Nigeria. She chose to be in Nigeria. So what is happening to Eke Ekweremadu, as it is exposing the tragedy of the Nigerian state, it is speaking firmly to the need why as Nigerians we are not wrong in our pursuit. We are not wrong in our obedience. That the next president of this country must be Peter Obi. Please share this broadcast, it's very important. And for my people, Nakwana, my brothers and sisters in the north, look, all your ethnicity of, oh, it must be this Hausa mouth, you just jettison it. Look at the level of insecurity. Do they care? They don't care. Insecurity, Boko Haram, herdsmen, they have killed more Northerners than they have killed Southerners. And yet, your brothers are the ones that have ruled this country the most. Your brothers are the ones that, education we are talking about right now, the Southerners are more educated than you people in the North. But the people that have ruled this country the most are the Northerners. And yet they have denied you people even the most. Look, the issue of having Peter Obi become president is a national cry. So some of you people somebody wrote a comment when I was making a case to say, man, INEC should allow everybody, wherever they want to register, and not, heed to all of this nonsense that we see in Lagos and some other parts of Nigeria. Somebody wrote me a comment to say, why are the Igbos in the East not allowing the Northerners register? And I wrote back to them and said, man, look, if we have a report like that, we will condemn it. Hausa Fulani people who are living legitimately in the East, in the South, in the West, okay, they have a right to register as well. The same way, the Southerners living in the North, wherever they are living and they want to exercise their rights, they have a right as well to register and exercise their franchise without being interrupted because they are Nigerians. But my case is this, my appeal is this. My young people, I've spoken with a number of young what's it called, postgraduate students right now in the UK. I've come across many of them. I've gone to look for their leadership in their own groupings and all of that. I'm talking to very many of them. In fact, I'm just going to find out that right here in the UK we have so many northern students from the north who are here, and I'm talking to them, so that they can take the message back, because we have very few of them who are literate. I don't even know who their parents are. But if we dig deep, some of the people I found around me here right now in the UK, many of them are children of people like Eke Kweremadu, children of politicians. You understand what I'm saying now? That's why they can afford tens of thousands of pounds to come here and school. You understand what I'm saying now? By the time they finish their school, they go back. When they go back, they are nearly permanent secretaries. They get the best of jobs. And they are put in the corridors to quickly replace their parents. At the end of the day, if we don't break the jinx now, it is the children of El Rufai that will come and take over this Nigeria tomorrow. It is the children of Buhari that will come and take over Nigeria. The children of Lawan, that is what they are doing. And that is why they are making sure that the window of opportunity in the north is not open to everybody. It is only them, their close allies, their friends, their families, that they come and oppress the other multitude and subject many others to alamajiris, because they are looking ahead. The AIG of tomorrow is going to be the son of one of them. The DIG of SSS is going to be the son of one of them tomorrow. And that's what they are doing. The governor, look at what is it, the one they call Lamido or whatever, I don't know, one of them. The man is a senator right now. His son is running to become governor of his own state. His own wife, or rather another son of his, is going to the House of Assembly. He's running to become a senator. He has been governor 2 times. He's going to become senator. His own son is trying to become a governor. Another son of his is going to the House of Assembly. That is what they are doing. And yet, in that same state, Lamido, hey, check, let me know, make sure make me do this thing wrongly. I said, I wept when I was looking at this thing. I think it was Lamido from what state is it from? I just want to be sure of this thing. I'm not versed, so they try to. I bet if you don't know the name of the human being, more mention her for me for comments. I'm not sure I'm getting the name right, but I'll find out in my next one. I'll talk about it. I'm not getting it right. I'll talk about it in the next time. If anybody knows, you know, there is this man who's been governor 2 times in his own state. Yes, God bless you, Sule Lamido. Thank you very much. Sule Lamido, he's been governor 2 times. He's going for Senate right now. Okokoni, please, from what state is he from? Sule Lamido, yes, I got it right. He's been governor 2 times. He's going to Senate right now. His son is going to be the next governor of his own state. They already putting all that in place. Another son of his is going to what was it called, to the House of Assembly. Are there no people in that state at all? That's exactly what they do. It's exactly what they do. At the end of the day, they are doing this. It's not even a problem. The problem is that they steal our collective patrimony. The basic amenities we should enjoy, we don't get to enjoy them. Those amenities are elusive. They make it elusive. How can any nation right now, we have nearly 500 members of the National Assembly, and yet we have ASUU on strike. I have cousins right now at home. I have nephews at home because of these people who cannot make ASUU go back to school. They are at home there. Only recently I asked my small niece, 2 of them, may they go start to the lane walk. May they go start to the lane walk. Sule Lamido, God bless you. I don't get that one right. These are people when they go to school, they are in the university, but school is not in session because we have some dickheads, some wicked people from Jigawa State. God bless you, my friend, Bishop Gabriel. This is what they do. This is what they keep on doing. This is what the people like Ike Ekweremadu are doing to Nigerians. They just sit comfortably there. The other day, House of Rep member, Sergius Ogun, moved a bill in the National Assembly asking that the National Assembly should sign a bill that no, elected member of Nigeria children should travel outside of Nigeria to go to school abroad. They crushed that bill. They crushed it because they knew that if they passed that bill, Nigerians will have power to ask them questions. If you are elected, your school should be in our public schools that the rest of us are attending. Because if their children are in our schools, believe me, ASUU will not be on strike. They will make sure. But why would they be concerned if their children are not in our schools? Why would they be concerned? Of course they won't be. My people, I am making this broadcast because I want all of us to understand the enormity of what we are into. The enormity of what we are into. The enormity of what we are into. The issue of Peter Obi becoming the next president must, as a matter of national urgency, be taken personal. At the verse. 3 of my nieces, they are in the house right now. A number of my cousins, they are looking around. Every once in a while, they call me brother, anything for the boys. They are in school. Some of those don't even finish. But because of the failure of these human beings, many of the children, they did this UK, they go to school. I don't know. They are paying thousands of pounds coming here to come to school. And these pounds, they are monies meant to build our bridges. Monies meant to make sure ASUU is not on strike. Monies meant to ensure that our health infrastructure is in place. If our hospitals are okay, everything is working very fine in Nigeria. What will Ike Ekweremadu be doing with taking his own daughter out to the UK for organ transplant? Will Ike Ekweremadu not be observing the laws of Nigeria on those things and getting this transplant done in Nigeria? And everything will be all right? What will Ike Ekweremadu be doing with his own son in the UK? I mean, his own daughter in the UK. So while I feel for that child and I pray that God grant that child healing, Ike Ekweremadu, as a matter of fact, if he has breached the law, he should go to jail and serve the punishment. Because these guys, their inaction in Nigeria have killed so many other Nigerian people. Their inaction have set Nigeria ablaze on several occasions. Their inaction has led to terrorism of the highest order in Nigeria today. It is because Ike Ekweremadu has been arrested right now. That is why we even know all these kind of things they happen. A lot more they happen. a lot more. A lot more. This transplant is coming to do. Do you know how much they're going to do with this transplant? Do you know how much they will be paying? And that money, do you know where it's coming from? Ike Ekweremadu is not a furniture maker. Ike Ekweremadu is not a mechanic. Ike Ekweremadu is not an everyday struggling Nigerian. He sits there. Sometimes for people, I don't even know the number of bills where you say you don't even promote for that National Assembly self that is impacting lives in Nigeria. They sit there, multitude of them. At the end of every 3 months, they are getting well over 200 million naira, putting all the packages together. Millions of billions. That's all their interest is. Now the money when they want to go share for that place. And the money when we talk about, so these are monies meant to build our nation. Call of the round right now. Constituency projects safe. Many of them not going to submit. When you go discuss some of them, they will say they do constituency project. I was following up with some of them the other time. You go say, they go show constituency project. They will say they build borehole for here. In fact, you will be ashamed of yourself. Our nation is bleeding. We are hemorrhaging. We are hemorrhaging. You'll come here tomorrow now say one British person, okay, if they go for organ transplant in America or in India, what business is it doing there? When they say in this country, the UK, everything is in place here. What business has it got to go? Where do you want to go do for that place for this transplant? The legislators in this country, they are constantly working to ensure that this infrastructure, they are working all right. The NHS in the UK, every now and again, they are talking of how to expand it, how to make budget for it, how to improve on it. Even as they try reach, the government is being faulted every day. So you are not doing enough for the NHS. You are not doing enough for the health infrastructure. And when they say they are not doing enough, the one they already get. So if we get half of farm, we are in heaven. As a nation, we are in heaven. So my people, I don't want to on the sideline argue too much. Some people are just being emotional about Ike Ekweremadu. Look, man, let him get justice, man. When justice will fit him. On my weapon, favorable justice. You understand what I'm saying? Justice should be favorable. Whether it's good for you or not good for you, as far as it is justice, it should be favorable. That is what justice is. As a matter of fact, you understand what I'm saying? Therefore, the daughter, may God find a way. May God do with that child. Because that child, you know, as far as I'm concerned, as a child, that child is innocent of this whole thing. You understand what I'm saying? But to be honest, if we rewind back, what we don't suffer in the last 7 years, in the last 16 years, in the last 20 years, it's too much. And Ike Ekweremadu has always been there. He has been there, he has been there, he's still been there. And yet this nation is crippling. My people, I only just came to say, to make common sense, to say, we need Peter Gregory Obi. We need a change of direction from all these kind of people then. And we are sure that Peter Gregory Obi will help us to jumpstart that process of changing this direction. So, let us sit down and think about it. For those of us who will never get our PVCs, please, let's go and get it. We need to make that statement come 2023. You understand what I'm saying now? I'm using Ike Ekweremadu right now to represent all of them, from the president to the ministers to the governors in Nigeria to the House of Assembly members to the National Assembly members. All of una now the same net una day. All of una, and we hope that somebody like Peter Obi will come and set a new standard for the Nigerian state to run. I'm very sure that Peter Obi will not be one that will ask National Assembly members to keep on patronizing these people and not work for the interest of Nigeria. On that note, people, I just came to make common sense. Let us vote and support Peter Obi. Whatever is going to stop you from doing that, fight it from today, so that time you have your own PVC ready to make the statement. We need to flush all of them out. All of them. All of them. We cannot continue seeing that grace would abound. God forbid. Nigerians, God bless you. My name is Comrade Lamteoria. It's been the Comrade Show. Share this broadcast if you would. I would appreciate it. Share and let's share. So I make all of them see. This is our language. They need to hear them. And anytime we feel say we need to talk, we go to talk. Because faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. And the gospel of salvation, the gospel of Christ is power unto salvation. That's what Bible talk. But in this case, the evangelism of Peter Gregory Obi is power unto our liberation in Nigeria. And that is where we are doing. That is the vanguard, is where we stand. May God bless you all. For you guys who sent us stars, thank you so much. We appreciate it. It will go some long way when we start dispensing them. God bless you.
The Commerce Show.